Good afternoon. So we have finished the MCQ, right? First part questions in database management system. I have spent 2 classes for discussing those MCQ questions. So today also we have to continue the database because second part 2 also very important. So let's go to the part 2 questions directly and take the questions. So here also I'm going to take the 2019 first, because that is the one which is very closer to the present syllabus, and then we will go backwards, right? Okay, and let's take the tude and turn over the page, right? So take that page 2019. Right, look here. So hope everyone knows the paper structure, right? Second part question structure. So that may have 3 or sometimes 4 small questions, but mostly they ask about primary keys, they ask about foreign key, and more importantly, they ask some common questions, right? So like they may suggest a particular situation and ask you to find out the tables which need updation. So let's take them, then only we can discuss. Okay, look at the question. Following are the partly shown tables of the relational database of a sports team management system in a school. Okay, so these are some tables of a sports team management system in a school. Okay, before we take the questions, first have a look at those tables. Look at the first table. The table name is player. And note there is something within the bracket. Includes the description of the players. So sometimes, having the name player is enough, right? But in order to get some additional understanding, this kind of a description is needed. So even without this description, you have to understand that this table has data about players. Okay, right? Player ID there, first name, last name, and student ID. Let's take the second table. Here the table is player team. Note there is an _2, right? Player team, that's the name. Look at that description, contains the players of each team and their years of joining. So this table has the players IDs and team IDs and the year joined, right? So here, this is very important because this shows every player, because every player joined in a particular team. So this shows the year of joined. Okay, so last table, sorry, there is one more thing there. Note captain ID is valid player ID. Okay, captain ID, you can see that captain ID here. Where is it? Here it is, right? So captain ID is a valid player ID. Later we will discuss. The last table is team table. Contains the names of age categories of teams and their captains. Okay, so this has the age categories and the captains of the teams. Okay, without further discussion, we can go to the first question. Look at the first one. Write down the primary key of the team table. So take a look at the team table, the last table, right? So this is the table called team. Have a look at those fields, team ID there, team name there, age group, captain ID. So as I always say, these are some data. Maybe you can say that sample data. So even though you have sample data, team name cannot be set as primary key because it has duplication. Even in these 4 data, things are repeated. So team name never be. Age group, look at them, under 19 repeated, under 17 repeated, because in under 19 there may be so many sporting groups, maybe volleyball, right, netball, basketball. So under 19 will be repeated. Here also team will be repeated, team name will be repeated because if it is cricket, that is available in different age groups, right? So captain ID, as you can see here, captain ID is repeated. P1002 repeated, which means one person can have captainship to different teams. So here P1002 is a captain for cricket, under 19 cricket, and also under 19 volleyball. That is possible, right? So team name, age group, captain ID, never be primary key because they have duplication data. So what would it be? It is team ID because every team is given a number that never be repeated, right? So look here, under 19 cricket team is given T1, not cricket team. If it is cricket team, if you think that cricket team is T1, then definitely second one also T1, but second is T2. So what is given? That ID is given for not only the team along with the age group, right? So never be repeated. So answer team ID. Note the spelling is very important. If you make a spelling mistake, your answer is wrong. And also, you know, in marking, they don't care about the spaces in between words. But again, I tell you, keep this name as it is on the paper. Don't try to change anything. Even if you can try keeping the case also, uppercase, lowercase. Look here, team ID, the team T capital, then smalls, then ID capital. Better write as it is, but they don't care about the cases, uppercase or lowercase. They want the spelling. They don't check the spaces. But for your safe, try following this idea. Okay. So answer team ID. Second, write down the possible primary keys available in the player table. Okay, possible primary keys. So let's see whether this player table has more than one primary key fields. Okay, let's go to the player table. So what is it? This first one, right? Player table. Okay, here. You know, first name, last name, never be, right? We don't want to discuss further. Player ID, yes, it is. It can be primary key because every player is identified by a number that never be given for another player. So here it is primary key. It can be primary key. And also have a look at this student ID. Student ID also has unique data. Okay. Every student has a unique number, right? So it never be repeated. If it is Saman, he has S1538. That number never be given to another person. So here, these are the two primary key fields, player ID, student ID. Here also better keep the spelling, maybe cases, even spaces. Okay, so player ID, student ID. If you have any questions, you have the freedom to ask. Question number 2. Which table or tables need or needs to be updated to accommodate the following changes? You know, this is the one which I talked about earlier, the common question. This doesn't need any knowledge in terms of databases, right? So you may use your practical knowledge to answer such questions. Okay. So the question is, what are the tables need updation? You need to write the table name, right? Okay. Look at the first instance. There are two situations given. Look at the first one. A new student, Pial Alvis, student ID is 4205, is admitted to the school and joins the under 17 cricket team in 2019. I repeat it. See, these questions are very simple, but you must be very careful because whenever you know, this is very practical. Whenever you are doing with some simple questions, there is always a possibility for making careless mistakes, right? So you must be very careful in identifying the tables. A new student, Pial Alvis, student ID S4205, is admitted to the school and joins the under 17 cricket team in 2019. Don't forget the question. Question is about the tables need updation. Okay. So since Pial Alvis is a new student, definitely the student table must be updated, which means that player table. Okay, so in the player table, you know, the students, which means players details are there. First name, last name, right? Player ID. Look here, check whether Pial Elvis is there. No, right? Look here, because he is a new student. So definitely this table needs updation. Okay, so I found the first table, player. Let's check whether there is any other table need updation. So he joins, look at the description, he joins under 17 cricket team in 2019. So let's see the table which has those details of joint, right? So you have such details here, look here. This table, which means player team table, has team IDs, player IDs, and year joined. So even though this person is new, he joined under 17 cricket team. So definitely this has to be updated. Have you understood? Even you, if you want, you can check whether that PLLV's record is already there. What is the ID PLI? So here it is 4205, S4205 under 17 2019. Let's check it. That player ID is not found. Sorry, that student ID. Look at that student ID. So that is not there. So if it is there, then you can pick the player ID. So no. So these two tables need updation. Okay, what are the table? Player table and player underscore team. Note there is an underscore. Keep that underscore. Okay, player underscore team. These are here. This table doesn't need any updation because this is all about having the, age groups and captains. But this description doesn't talk about captainship, right? So no changes in team table. You don't need to write the team table in your answer because you are asked to write the tables which need updation, right? So your answers would be these two are player table, comma, player team table, right? Second situation, Nimal Fernando is appointed the captain of the under-19 volleyball team. Nimel Fernando is appointed the captain of the under-19 volleyball team. So since it shows the captainship, definitely that table, which means team table, needs updation because this is the table which shows the captains and age groups, right? So definitely it needs updation, Nimel Fernando. But let's check whether Nimel Fernando is already there as a player. It would be better to check it. Look here, Nimel Fernando is already there, right? P1006, Nimel Fernando, he has the number. Even you can check this one, right? Look here, P1006, here is this. He already joined, right? P1006, which means this Nimel Fernando already joined in 2013 in T3. T3 means what is it? Volleyball, right? He already joined. But here it is about captainship. So definitely which one is changed. But here it doesn't show anything. Look here. You cannot see it, P1006. So this table needs updation. What's the answer? Team table. If you have any doubt, ask me, right? So without checking the other table, I can point the table directly, but better check the other table because there may be possibility for having any changes. But here, definitely this table needs updation, team table. Okay. Right. Third question. You know the model. So same model like previous years. A. Third question, A part. Write down the new records to be added to the relevant tables for the change mentioned in part 2A. Have you understood? In part 2A, you mentioned about updation. You pointed out some tables. So here in question number 3A part, you need to write that particular record which you suggested in the previous question, right? But note the format is given. Unlike the previous years, here they suggest the format because when you follow a format, marking also very simple. So that may be the reason why they suggest a format. So look at them, look at their format. Table name. So you have to write the table name, then put an arrow, and within bracket your field names. Field name means if it suppose if it is field 1, you know, there is a data, right? That data must be written. In field 2, there may be data. Then write it. You don't write, you can't write field 1, field 2. You have to write a data which is in the first field. Then the second field, third field, like that. Okay. So note, assume that PR Elvis is assigned the player ID P1120, because in this statement only student ID is there, right? S4205, not player ID, but here they gave the player ID too. Even though they don't give the player ID, you have to take a player ID, right? Because player ID is important. We can take the table and discuss. So player ID is here, right? So what are the tables need updation? You already suggested these two tables, right? This table and this table. Okay, right. So now look here. In player table, you have to write the player ID. I will write on the board. So try watching the screen first. Player ID. Then I have to write the first name, last name, and student ID. Okay, right. Look here. Right, look. So first one is according to the table, first one is player ID, right? So look here, the player IDs. So first of all, you must follow the format, right? Player table. So player. So write the table name, player, and then arrow within bracket. So first field, right? What is the first field? Player ID. What is the player ID? P1120, comma. This is the field 1. Have you understood? Field 1. Then the field 2. What is the first name? PR. In the previous years, we tried to show like a record. Yes, it is also record, but we are following the format. PR. Okay, I have written the first name, then the last name. What's the last name? Elvis. Elvis, comma. What's the last field? Student ID, right? What is it? S4205. S4205. Bracket closed. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay. So now we have edited, or we have updated the player table. And also note, you mention an updation in the other table. What is the other table? This table. Player team table also need an updation. So team ID must be there, player ID, year join. Change the description again. Under 17 cricket team 2019. Look here, under 17 cricket team. So where can I find the team ID? So look here, under 17 cricket team. Cricket, is it cricket? Yes, under 17 cricket. Look here, under 17 cricket T2. So it would be T2. Team ID T2. Player ID, yes, we have the player ID P1120. Year joined 2013. It is given. Sorry, 2019, right? It is given. Okay. So these are the 3D data. Team ID has to be obtained, but I can obtain from the team table, because they are only you can find that. So T2. Right, the number is given P1120 and 2019. This is player team. Okay. So player team. So first one, team ID, we have already taken T2, comma. Second field, what is it? Player ID. Here it is P1120, comma. Then the year joined 2019. All right. So these are the answers. These are the answers for that particular question. Okay. Right. Look at the B part. In 2019, okay, in 2019, So they don't ask anything about Nimel Fernando's situation, right? They don't ask anything, any updations, any records. Look at the question. Only they ask about 2A, right? 2A, not 2B. Okay, right. Look at the B part. In 2019, the school starts an under-17 football team, team ID 77, and appoints Shane Almeida as the captain. Write down the new records to be added to the relevant tables for the above change. Use the format table name, field 1, field 2 for the record. Note that Shane Almeida is currently playing in the under-17 cricket team. Okay, so it's a long description. I will take it again. In 2019, the school starts an under-17 football team. Team ID 77. Look here. That is not there here, right? Because teams details, category details must be shown or must be saved in team table, but it is not there. So definitely it needs an updation, right? Team table needs an updation because here we have to show that one. Okay, and appoints Shane Almeida as the captain. Okay, we can show that. Write down the new records to be added to the relevant tables for the above change. Okay, look here. We have to check whether this, okay, definitely this table needs updation. There is no doubt at all. Team table needs an updation because this is a new team and also there is a captain involved. So this table needs updation. But let's check whether the player table has the details of Shane Almeida. Let's go and check it. Yes, he or she is there, right? Shane Almeida is there in player table. So no need for any updation. But look here, in the player team table, you need to show the years joined, right? But look here, what is the ID of this man? Player P1005. Listen to me very careful, right? P1005. So look here, P1005. Look, it is there. P1005 is there. So P1005 means Shane Almeida. He joined in 2015, right? Okay, let's, I want someone. So, Meena Ranjani. What about this player team table? Will it be updated? Does it need any updation? Player team table. I'm asking Meena Ranjani.
Yes.
Does it need any updation?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Branavi?
No, sir.
No. Akshaya K.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Kabishan E.
Yes, sir.
So tell me why. See, that is already updated,
Sir.
right? P1005, that is Shane Almeida. His name is there. He already joined in 2015. So why do you think that it needs an updation again?
So team ID 77.
So TM2, T2 means, what is it? What is it? T2. What is T2?
That's team ID.
What is T2? Which team belongs to T2?
Under 17.
Yes, T2. Look here. Go back and check it. Under 17 cricket team. So this record shows, have you understood? This record shows that P1005 means Shane Almeida, right? Shane Almeida joined in under 17 cricket team in 2015. This is the record, but we are talking about a different scenario. We are talking about under 17 football team, right? So that particular record shows only that details about joining to under 17 cricket team. But that table doesn't have any record about joining in football team, under 17 football team. So definitely you have to show that years of join, because he joined in 2019, right? So you have to show that in player team tables too, right? So here two tables need updation. Player team table also needs updation, team table. But look at the question. Question is not like that. What is the question? Write down the new records to be added to the relevant table. So you have to write the name, table name along with the records like this. Follow this format. Table name, arrow, then field names. Okay, let's start with this table. We already identified this table which needs an updation, right? Player team table. So what is the team ID? Team ID is given 87, right? Sorry, 77. Team ID 77. Then player ID, it is given Shane Almeida P1005. So 77 P1005. And also year joined, right? Year joined also given. Look here, 2019, right? So we can easily update this table. So 77 P1005 2019. So let's update that table. Okay, so we have to write the table name first. Player team. Player underscore team. Within bracket, first field is team ID. So we can put the 77 there, comma. Then player ID, it is P1005, comma. Then we need to give that particular year joined. So it is 2019. Okay. So this is how player team table is updated. And also we need updation in another table, right? So we need updation in team table. Have a look at the team table. Team ID, yes, team ID is given 77. Team name, it's football, right? It's where is it? It is football. Okay, football. And then age group under 17. It is also given. Look here, under 17. So 77 football under 17. Captain ID. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry, I have to put the arrow mark too, right? So thank you for noting that, right? So you have to put the arrow mark also. So here, what is it? Player team, right? Player team. So follow the format, right? Don't make any changes in the format. They want this format, so stick with the format, right? So second one, team table. So team ID 77, team name football under 17, captain ID. So here this is the ID, right? So P1005. So this is how it is updated. Okay. So it's team table. So first of all, we want team ID, that is 77, comma, then team name football, comma, then age group, this is under 17, comma, that captain ID, which means player ID, so P1005. Clear? So these are the answers for this question. Okay, so we have finished the B part, right? So let's go to the last question. Which tables are to be joined to write a query to find the name of the under 19 cricket captain? So nowadays, they ask a question like this. Maybe the recent past, in the last few years, maybe 3 or 4 years, they ask such questions. So this is not the subject related question, I mean the syllabus related, but it is of course related to database, because you know data are scattered in different tables. Now you have a purpose. You need to find out the captain of under 19, right? Under 19 cricket team. So now you should know the tables to be joined. You should know the tables that you have to access, right? So this is, even though it is a general question, this is a good question, right? So look here. Right, look here. Which tables are to be joined to write a query to find the name of the under 19 cricket captain? So look here, take it as a practical question, right? So now I have given 3 tables: player table, player team table, and team table. So now you need to find the captain of under 19 cricket team, right? Under 19 cricket team. So what are the tables to be joined, right? What are the tables to be analyzed? So definitely you need to check this one, right? You have to check this table because this is the table which has the team data and captain data. Okay. Let's 1 second. Name of the find the name of the cricket captain, right? So not an ID or something. You need the name. So name of the cricket captain. So definitely you have to search this table, team table, because here you have under 19. Look here, under 19 cricket team. You can find that, right? Under 19 cricket team. That look at the first record, right? According to the first record, now I came to know that P1002 is the captain because cricket team name there and also age group there. But I don't know about his name, right? His or her name, right? So definitely I need to go to the player table. Then only I can get the name. So P1002, who is it? P1002, Raj Selvam. Now only I get the name. So definitely player table and team table need to be joined because even though you have 3 data here, definitely you need to, right? You need to take name from player table. Okay, so team table and player table. These are the 2 tables joined. Okay, right. Right. Okay, so let's go to the 2018. Go back and take the 2018. Right. So look here. Assume that the following is a part of the relational database of a business information system. This business has shops in certain schools in different parts of the country. Okay, so you have sales table which shows the sales details, a month, a shop ID, sales. There is a category table which has the category and items, right? Then there is another table called branch table that has branch names, shop ID, and category. Okay, look at the first one. So as usual, we have the first question in primary key part. So write down 2 primary keys in their respective, and their respective table names. So I tell you what, even though the question is write down 2 primary keys, you must write the primary keys along with the table, right? So, but here they clearly ask the primary keys with the table name. But even though the question is only about primary key, don't forget to write the names, table names. Okay, 2 primary keys. So let's check every table and find out the primary key. Look at the sales table. In sales table, you have month, shop ID, sales. Here, according to this table, you should understand that the month cannot be the primary key because for every month you have sales in different shops. Look here, in January, C001 shop ID 001 has 12,400 sales. But you know, at the same month, on the particular same month, there may be another shop ID also has sales, right? Definitely it is repeated. You can see the March here. Look here, March repeated twice. Why? In the first instant, it is 001. Here it is 002. So definitely month cannot be. So what about shop ID? That cannot be because every shop has sales in all the months. So definitely if it is January, right, 001, it is for January. So then for March, so 001 repeated. So shop ID cannot be. Sales is all about values, so it never be. So in sales table, you don't have any primary key. Okay, look at the category table. In the category table, you have only two fields, category and items. Right? So what is the primary key in the category table? Induja. Category. So yes, in the category table, the primary key is category because every item is given a unique number. Ice cream and milk is given A. That A never be given for any other category, any other product. So definitely it is the primary key. But at the same time, you should think about item, right? So, you know, sometimes you may think the item is the primary key because ice cream and milk is given A. So you may think that the ice cream and milk will not be repeated. Maybe okay, but you know, there may be different ice creams, different milks. So sometimes, so you know, this milk is given B. There may be a different type of milk, another type of milk that may have C. Have you understood? So it is extremely difficult to tell whether the milk is repeated or not. There may be variety of milks. There may be variety of ice cream and milk. So items have duplication, right? But category doesn't. So we have found the first primary key, category in category table. This is how you have to write the answer, category in category table. Even you can say category dash category table, okay? But we were asked to find two, right? Two primary keys. Okay, let's check the branch table. In branch table, names are there, branch names, shop ID, category. Look here, you have only 3 records. If you consider all these 3 records, you know, things seem to be unique in every field. Okay, in name also, you have ABC College, PQR Center College, XYZ College. So you may think that the name field has unique data. No, because, you know, you have to think, right? Use your brain. You know, in ABC College, in this name, there may be so many schools. You know, 2 schools may have same name, 3 schools may have same name. So ABC College can be repeated. XYZ College can be repeated. You can't say that the names are unique, right? So name is not the primary key. Shop ID, right? So look here, every shop has an ID. So for ABC College, 001 is given. Can you give that 001 to any other shops, any other branch? No, right? So 001 is given to ABC College. So definitely this is unique, right? These values are unique. So shop ID should be the primary key in branch table. But have a look at the category. So category also seems to be unique here, but it is not the primary key because this will be duplicated because look here, ABC College has or belongs to A category. But you can't say that the ABC College is the only school or only branch which belongs to A category. There may be so many branches which belong to A category. Even XYZ College, suppose if XYZ College belongs to A category, you have to write A here. So category never be primary key. Okay, so what is the primary key? Shop ID. So these are the 2 answers in branch table, shop ID. In category table, category. Okay, that's the first question. Second, write down 2 foreign keys and their respective table names. To find the foreign key, you need to find the primary key. That is important because, you know, primary key of one table should be the foreign key of another table. So we have already identified the primary key. So now our task is very simple because the primary keys have been identified. Okay, so you need 2 foreign key. Okay, right, look here. in sales table, no primary key is available. Okay, before we find the foreign key, let's find the composite key in sales table. It is for your understanding. This doesn't affect this question. This doesn't affect in answering the question, but it is for your understanding. For your knowledge, I take it. Let's identify the composite key in sales table. I don't want to find the composite key in category table or branch table because there we found the primary key. So since you have the primary key, there is no need for finding the composite key. You cannot find it. But here in sales table, no primary key is found. Okay. So let's find out the composite key. I want from someone. Shibani. Shibani. Angushana.
Month and shop ID in sales table.
Month and shop ID. Look. So no unique fields available. So you have to combine and check it. Okay, according to you, it's month and shop ID, right? Okay. So if it is month and shop ID, take your first data. This is how you can easily check, right? Take your first data and check whether this set of data is repeated or not. Is it possible for having the same data again? So what does it mean? What is the meaning of the first strike code? The first strike code means the shop ID 001 earns 12,400 in January. So if you think the January is repeated and 001 is repeated, here what will you write? Here also you have to write 12,400 because according to the first two data, January 001 means in January 001 shop earns what? The same data. You cannot save different years in one table, right? So definitely January 001 is not repeated. Have you understood? So month plus shop ID. This is the composite key, right? But the question is not like that here. So it is the foreign key, right? Okay, so here this is the primary key. In category table, category is the primary key. In branch table, shop ID is the primary key. It's very simple now. Let's find out the shop ID and category ID. Sorry, category in other tables. So which table has shop ID? Here it is. Sales table has shop ID. Is it the primary key in sales table? No. It is inside of the, it is one of the, I mean, it is a part of the composite key, right? Shop ID is a part of the composite key, but it is not the primary key. But it is the primary key in branch table. So definitely the first foreign key is shop ID in sales table, right? Shop ID in sales table. But we have been asked to find two foreign keys. Let's find the second one. Look here, in category table, this category is the primary key. But the same field is available in branch table. Is it the primary key in branch table? No, because we already identified shop ID is the primary key. So category is the primary key in category table, but not in branch table. So therefore, category in branch table is also one of the foreign keys. What is your second foreign key? Category in branch table. Okay, so here you have two answers. Shop ID in sales table, category in branch table, right? Then next question. A third one. What table should be modified to include the telephone number of each shop? It is too easy, isn't it? So you need an updation. You need to update the telephone number, or you need to include the telephone number, right? Telephone number of each shop. So what table should be modified? It's very simple. In sales table, you don't have any data about those shops. In category table, you have only category details. You know, branch table is the only table which has these shops details, right? So if it is telephone number, definitely branch table needs to be updated. It may be another field, right? Another field which is in the name of telephone number. So it's very simple. The answer is branch table. Okay, number 4. Which tables should be joined to run a query to find out the total sales of ABC College? We have seen a similar question in 2009 too. What are the tables need to be joined to run a query? Don't worry about the word query, because you know query is something which is used for receiving or obtaining the data, retrieving the data. So here you need to retrieve the data. So you need to join 3 tables. So that may be the reason why we use query. Even if you don't know about anything, if you don't know anything about query, even you can still you can manage the answer. So which tables should be joined to run a query to find out the total sales of ABC College? The question is, what are the tables need to be joined to find out the total sales of ABC College? Look here, the total sales are there. So definitely sales table needs to be taken, because that table has the total sales. Okay, that is important. But we need to find out the total sales for ABC College, right? So here, even though you have data, right, the shop ID, but you don't have the name, right? Because we don't know whether 001 is ABC College or PQR or XYZ. So definitely we need to find the table, branch name or shop name in branch table, right? So here also, see, now only I can find that 001 is ABC College. So I take the data about ABC College from branch table, then only I can find it is 001. With the help of this data, now I go there and find out 2,400 for ABC College. So what are the tables need to be updated? Sales table and branch table. Have you understood? So you have to take the branch table. It is because of the school name or that branch name, ABC College. Suppose if it is if the question is total sales of 001 shop ID, then sales table alone enough. But the question is about the total sales of ABC College. So total sales should be found in sales table, but unfortunately that table doesn't have shop name. So in order to find the shop name, we need to go to the branch table and find it. So sales table, branch table need updation, but category table doesn't. Okay, so what are the answers? Sales table and branch table, or comma branch table. Then question number 5. Assume that a new shop with shop ID 004 selling milk and photocopying services is open at HIJ College. What tables need to be updated to include the given information? I repeat it. Assume that the new shop with shop ID 004 selling milk and photocopying services is open at HIJ College. What table need to be updated to include the given information? So you need to mention the table name. Okay, so I want from someone. Kurushant. I think you have been there after some time, right? After long days. Kurushant, what's the answer? Kurushant. Service. Service.
Category table.
What are the answers? Give the answers. Service.
Category table and shop table.
What are the tables?
Category table.
Category table. Only
Branch
category
table.
table.
Branch table.
Branch table. Subangi.
Branch table and category table.
Branch table and category table. Okay, let's see whether your answers are correct. Right, so you all got the idea, right? So assume that the new shop with shop ID 004 selling milk and photocopying services is open at HIJ College. Look here. So HIJ College is not there. You can check the branch table. HIJ College is not in the existing table. So branch table needs an updation. But that shop is all about milk and photocopying services, right? Milk and photocopying services. So let's check whether milk and photocopying category is there, because in branch table you need to write the category. You have to write the school name, which means branch name and shop ID and also category. So you have three categories: ice cream, milk and milk stationery. But this new shop belongs to milk and photocopying. But note here, photocopying is related to stationery. Stationery is something related to papers and writing equipments and everything. You know the term, right? That stationery. Stationery includes so many things. So, photocopying also related to stationery. So, if you think that photocopying is related to stationery, then you can take branch table for updation. You can't take category table for updation, because you feel that milk and photocopying is same as milk and stationery. Have you understood? So according to the description, it's milk and photocopying, but some students may feel that milk and photocopying also similar to milk and stationery, because photocopying is stationery. So if you think like that, then definitely you feel that branch table is the only table needs updation. Yes, in your thinking, in your point of view, that may be okay, that may be accepted, or that should be accepted. Even some students may have different idea, because they may think that milk stationery is something different than milk photocopying. If you think like that, definitely you need to add another category in category table. You need to give a number like D or something, then milk and photocopy. So if you have that kind of a thinking, definitely you need to update two table. Both can be accepted, because the question seems to be a little confusing. So both answers can be accepted. Category table, branch table also accepted. Even only branch table also accepted. Okay. Last one. Write down the newly added records as specified in question number 5. Okay, with the respective table names. So I want to update both tables, but only branch table also. Okay. So have a look at the branch table. You have name. According to the description, it is HIJ College. Shop ID, not the shop ID is given, right? Yes, 004. So shop ID is 004. Category. So category is not given. the category name is there, milk and photocopying, but the name, category ID is not given. So we can take an ID. Okay, so let's take that table. This is how the table is updated. So the table name, branch table. Okay, so better we can use our familiar method, right? In the previous question, I followed that format which was given in the 2019 paper, but it would be the most easiest way, branch table, and now give your field names, right? So sorry, give your data in every field. So what is the first one? Name. So HIJ College, HIJ College. I'm writing the right code, particular right code. Even you can put the, border, right? Because it's a table. Then the second one, shop ID, it is given 004. Okay. Then category is not given. We can take that as D because A, B, C are already given. So it is D. So D, yeah. This is the record. This is enough. This is how branch table is updated. And also category table updated, right? So category table. So look at the category table. You have category. So what's the category? It is, we gave the number, right? It is D, category D. And item name according to the description is milk and photocopying. So milk and photocopying. Okay. So category table, milk, first one is category ID. So I gave a number D and the category name that is milk and photocopy. Okay. So this is how this table, last one, is updated. Okay, so these are the questions in 2018. So I hope that you understood the method of writing or giving the answer, because sometimes you know the fact, but the way of presenting your answer might be wrong. So you must understand how the answers are delivered, right? Okay, so we can take the remaining questions in the next class. Try practicing, right? Better try finding the answers for the remaining questions and come with the class, right? Then only you can easily manage. All right, so with this we can conclude today's lesson and we will meet in another class. Okay, thank you.